What's up, YouTube? We're going to go over stimulus checks, the ones that everybody wants, the monthly increases coming to Social Security for seniors, the adults, singles, and children who will be receiving this next year through this huge reconciliation bill, and the possibility of getting one more stimulus check. Also, the September jobs report. We're going to go over how it was a huge miss, but Biden sees this as great progress because of rising wages and lower unemployment. And I have a chart to show you what it looks like visually so you can see what's really going on. We have Pramila Jayapal, who is still pushing for a $3 trillion reconciliation package. And Bernie Sanders is so frustrated with all the talks over the spending and to lower it, and he's fed up with it. He wants more. But we've got supplemental security income benefits that are about to change, and we have who's pushing those in Congress and what's actually going to happen. We also have Janet Yellen, who is defending Biden on the economy, even though we did miss that jobs report big time. But there's a viral video going around now with Joe Manchin with his head in his hands during Chuck Schumer's speech that's going viral about the debt ceiling. It is pretty funny, but there's too much politics getting involved with people's everyday lives. And I'm happy to see that someone and some people are saying this in Congress, that something needs to be done. I just wanted to say thank you for being awesome and smashing that like button for me and the YouTube algorithm. It really helps out a ton, and I really appreciate it big time. And please, if anyone asks you for personal info or to contact them on WhatsApp or by text, it's not me, it's fake, it's spam. Please don't do it or even message them whatsoever. So we have President Biden, who said that the September jobs reports reflects great progress in getting the U.S. economy back on track after a year and a half of the COVID-19 pandemic disruption. Now, the Dow Jones estimated that we would bring 500,000 jobs, but we only hit 194,000. So kind of missed the ball big time. And a lot of GOP senators are saying that this is a huge fail. The president also drew attention to the sharp increase in wages. Working Americans are seeing their paychecks go up as well. In September, we saw one of the largest increases in average wages paid to working Americans on record. So the monthly wage gain of 0.6% pushed this year-over-year rise to 4.6% as companies are using wages and increased wages to fight against a labor shortage. Because we've all been seeing those signs that say, now hiring, paying a lot more for jobs that we didn't ever think would pay that much. And it's all because there's a labor shortage. So that's why the wages have increased. They're trying to incentivize them. But the Washington Post states that there are more than 10 million jobs openings, but there are still 8.4 million unemployed people still looking for a job. So you have to increase wages if you want to incentivize people to work. The reason the unemployment rate went down to 4.8% from 5.2% is because 183,000 people chose not to work. So even though they didn't get a job and the unemployment rate went down, it's not a positive thing. They didn't get a job. They just decided not to work, which is not good for the economy. And as you can see in this chart, the huge drop that happened from last year when COVID first hit, it was astronomical. But after that, we started bouncing back. And then we went back down in the December months. And so you can see we're still trying to recover from the pandemic. But even with this, Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, is stepping in and defending Biden's handling of the U.S. economy. Now, this is not the only fight that we're dealing with, because remember, we just averted a default on our debt as a nation. But in December, we're going to have to deal with that again. And Janet Yellen reaffirmed her support for getting rid of the debt ceiling. So hey, no debt ceiling, no problem, right? Well, I don't think that's really fair to taxpayers of our country that are worried about the national debt. But what is fair is getting free money. And what I mean by free money is that you can actually get some free money by investing. You can get 2 free stocks with Webull or Robinhood if you use my links down in the description of this video. These are easy to use platforms. They get your mind going in the right direction to start growing your wealth. Because if your money, all it does is go into your account, how is it supposed to grow? You got to get your money to work for you. And these are free stocks, which equate to free money. But to get you started on the path to building wealth, those links are down in the description, and let me know which free stocks you get. But Chuck Schumer gave a speech that even brought Joe Manchin to the point where he buried his face in his hands, and the image literally went viral with hundreds of thousands of views. The one thing that Schumer said was that we need a long-term solution for the debt ceiling. But that makes no sense when everyone in the Democratic side is talking about is spend hard-earned money that we pay our taxes on that they want to spend. But it's really easy to spend when it's not your money. But we do need a long-term solution that comes from both Democrats and Republicans, because it was the Republicans that suspended the debt ceiling like in 2017, 2018, around that time. So they got to be held accountable for that as well. They need to be held accountable in managing our tax dollars and managing the debt of this nation and taking care of our citizens, our seniors, our adults, and our children that need help. I know Bernie Sanders is pushing big time for us to spend big and expand what they call the social safety net of our country, but also to fight climate change. But for these people that have been in Congress as long as they have, how come we're still in a hole with a lot of these programs and situations? How come these essentially career politicians that have been there for 30, 40 years haven't done something to make sure that we don't get to a point of defaulting on the debt, where we can help out our citizens, take care of our seniors, take care of those on Social Security, our orphans, help out our single moms? How is it that they want to continue spending more and more? We have people that are trying to live on Social Security $586 a month. It's insane. But I want to know what you think down in the comment section, and we can talk about it from there. But now onto the huge stimulus bills. Now they are still in talks over the huge stimulus packages. And now that we have word, even from President Biden, that the bill is not going to be $3.5 trillion, but lower. And then we have Pramila Jayapal, a progressive Democrat who is still pushing Biden to get the bill as close to $3 trillion as possible. They want to focus on climate change, and they want to expand the social safety net. So in terms of the social safety net, we're talking expanding Medicare, the child tax credit that's been paid to parents in monthly checks, the increased earned income credit that people get whenever they file their taxes, and Social Security expansion is what they're referring to. So we should be able to expand, take care of those that need it, help those that are trying to grow. They want to grow their skills. We should be able to offer opportunities for that and help them do more. But the one thing that everybody wants to expand is another stimulus check. Everyone wants a stimulus check and wants to be taken care of, but there's only so much money to go around. Right now, if a stimulus check was to be passed, it would go to low-income individuals, organizations pushing for just seniors to get the stimulus checks. But we are at a point in the economy where things are getting back to normal, and it's getting harder and harder for them to pass a stimulus check. If things are doing good, then they won't pass a stimulus check, only if things are not so good. But everyone wants some extra money in their pockets. But the reality is that we are better off increasing Social Security checks, SSI checks, the child tax credit, and earned income so that individuals can see an increase monthly through these credits. And this is what is being worked on right now, is to expand these programs more for the next 3 to 4 years. So individuals would get enough money to equate to essentially an $1,100 check through the earned income tax credit. The child tax credit has already been increased from $2,000 to $3,600 per child, which is like getting a $1,600 stimulus check for your kid. Social Security recipients will see a huge, monumental cost of living adjustment in 2022 of over 6%, which equates to over $1,000. So with this, people are getting more money, just not in the form of a one-time stimulus check. But what would you rather have? A monthly check increase or a one-time check increase? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section and we can talk about it from there. But please, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all stimulus and economic news that affects you and learn how to build some wealth. This is Joel with True Life Investing. Until next time, peace out.